They say first impressions are everything. First impressions can be deceiving. And sometimes they're just plain wrong. It was a Saturday like any other until I saw her. She was leaning against a lamppost, watching the sunset over the rooftops. I couldn't see her face, but I could see the way the light danced in her fiery hair, the way her shoulders moved with the wind. I wanted to talk to her, but I was scared. Scared of what? Primera vez? No idea. All I know is that when my eyes met hers, something inside me broke. And I don't mean that in a good way. Her name was Elora. We met every evening at that same spot. And she told me stories about faraway places, about stars and moons and magic. She was beautiful, mysterious, a little dangerous. Maybe she was everything I'd ever wanted and more. But there was one problem. She was only here at night. By morning, she'd be gone, leaving me with nothing but memories and a single white feather. It didn't bother me at first. I was head over heels in love. I would spend all day fantasizing about our evenings together. And then when she was gone, I'd spend the next day wondering where she went and what she did. It was almost like having a girlfriend, except I never saw her in the daylight. And I wasn't the only one who had fallen for her. The whole town was crazy about Eli. People would see her and instantly fall in love. Not just romantically, but like head over heels, completely devoted to her. But that wasn't normal. Not really. I knew it. And deep down, I think everyone else knew it too. Then the disappearances started. People just vanished. And I mean just vanished. 1 minute they were there, and the next, poof, they were gone without a trace. It was like the earth had swallowed them whole. And the scariest part was that Elora seemed to know what had happened to them. Whenever I asked her about the missing people, she would look away, her eyes filled with sadness. Then she would tell me to stay away from whatever was happening, that it wasn't my place to interfere. But I couldn't help but wonder if she was involved, if she was somehow responsible for all those disappearances. I tried to stay away from her, but how do you stay away from someone when all you do is think about them? I couldn't, so I kept going back to her, hoping to find an answer, hoping to get some kind of explanation for what was happening. And then one night she finally told me the truth, or at least part of it. She said she wasn't from around here. She didn't even know what had happened to all those people. But she was here to save me. Save me from what? I still don't know. Whatever it was, it didn't take long to find out. The very next day, the entire town showed up at our doorstep, demanding that Elora leave. They had her surrounded, their faces twisted with anger. She looked scared, really scared. This wasn't like her. Normally, she could turn any situation around with a simple smile. But this time nothing worked. They were taking her away. There was nothing I could do to stop it. That's when I saw it. The real reason she had come to this town. The real reason she had risked everything to be with me. Just before they took her away, she turned to me, her eyes filled with tears. And in a voice barely above a whisper, she said, "Thank you for showing me what it means to be human." And that made no sense whatsoever. With that cryptic message, she disappeared into the crowd, leaving me alone in the middle of nowhere. What did she mean by that? Was she a monster? Was that why she had come to this town? To feed on the emotions of its people. I never saw her again. Not that day or any day after that. But sometimes, just sometimes, when I'm all alone and the moon is full, I swear I can hear her voice whispering in the wind, calling out my name, wanting me to come back to her. And part of me, the biggest, strongest part of me, wants to. But then I remember what happened to this town, what happened to all those people, and I wonder if maybe, just maybe, Elara wasn't the monster. Maybe the monster was something else entirely, something that had taken her and wanted me for itself.